We were just 2 months shy of being married for 53 years. When he graduated from high school, he knew that he wanted to join the military. He went in to the Army recruiter and they asked him how he felt about jumping out of airplanes, and he was one of these people that liked a lot of excitement in life. And so he said, sign me up. He was with the 101st Airborne, Screaming Eagles. He was very much a people person. He never met a stranger. In a campground, we had a motorhome. And he went out there and he had never met this person. And 2 hours later, he comes back in. I said, Jerry, what do you find to talk about with a stranger for 2 hours? He said he was only a stranger for a moment. He said after that, he was my friend. His one son told him, said one time, because he talked to anybody and everybody, he said, Dad, if I lived in your neighborhood, he said, if I saw you coming, I'd pull my blinds. Because I knew it was going to be an hour or two before I went. When he was in the military, his chute didn't open one time. And he had crushed vertebrae from that. He had the effects of it, but he just never gave in to it. Then it just became a lot more pain than he could handle just, on his own. We were having dinner with someone and this other couple was there, and he's asked Jerry, he says, well, you ought to be getting some help from the Veteran Services. And Jerry said, well, I've been to 2, 3, 4, whatever it was. And he says, there's just nothing there. They don't seem to think there's much to this, or they don't follow through. And he said, Jerry, you need to go see this gentleman that I've seen. He said he's an awesome man, and he really works hard for the veterans.
I was able to get Mr. Edwards to go back to get new doctor's appointments to get diagnosis. And once I was able to do that, then I was able to put in a claim from Mr. Edwards for an increase in new disabilities.
Tony really was the first one. Tony Miller with Cabarrus was the first one that really pursued and talked to him about so many things. He brought out things that Jerry had never talked about before. As
I went through the claim process and gathering information, working with Mr. Edwards, we became best of friends. We would call each other on the phone, we would check on each other.
Tony was one of these that his job didn't stop at 5 o'clock. You don't find many people like that in life. But him and Jerry just really had a good connection. And I'm sure many people will say that same thing about Tony.
Mr. Edwards felt so very comfortable with me, and he said it was something special about me, and he was able to open up and share things with me that he hadn't shared before. And I was able to utilize that information to be able to help him moving forward with his claim. Jerry would say, I just can't believe what this man does, and what he has done for me. Cabarrus County Veteran Services is just an amazing place, and Tony Miller he has to be #1 in the nation as far as I'm concerned. Just an amazing, amazing person. He was special to me. We would talk on the phone in between. He would call and check on me. I was able to, for holidays, for Veterans Day, to give him certain gifts, and for Christmas, I was able to provide gifts for him and his wife. And he was so just surprised that I thought enough of him to give him a Christmas gift from Veteran Services, and he remember him saying that he saved it. Okay, I don't want to talk no more. Get a little emotional. Mr. Edwards was so proud that Jerry was just an example for many people in life. To love one another, to help one another. I'm sorry, I just get emotional thinking about it, because it just seems like it hasn't been that long, But I think he's a person that you try to live your life like, enjoying every moment. And he did.